Hi, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. This is the timeless reading for Capricorn energy. So, whenever you find it, it's by divine design. Where it resonates, pick it up and run with it. Where it doesn't, leave it where you found it. You could be cross watching, or Capricorn could be anywhere in your birth chart. Or you could just love the way I read and want to see some more. That happens too. So, the more you connect with the channel, the more interactive you are, the more your own soul guides, your spirit team will know that you're here participating and will also know that you're ready to receive messages. So, for your own connection, you would want to make sure you're subscribed, tap the bell for live notifications because everything is produced live, and give the video a thumbs up. Capricorn energy, what do we have? With the frequency in Capricorn energy, what's happening here? Okay. Dragged back to the dark side. I want to see, because something flipped over. It says, do the work. Okay, do the work. Flipped over. It stayed in the deck. So maybe somebody, and then locks and blocks. Okay, so those two cards flipped over and stayed here. Somebody doesn't want to do the work, and so they're being dragged back to the dark side. Somebody doesn't want to face something about their self, and they could be totally be the common denominator in the situation. We have the common denominator coming out. Interesting. So, drag back to the dark side. Somebody is dealing with their shadow aspect. When the drag back to the dark side card comes out, they're dealing with their shadow. They're dealing with their fears. They're dealing with the stuff that they don't want to deal with. They're dealing with the part of themselves they try to deny, hide, lie about, don't want to recognize. Okay. And what happens is, as long as those remain untreated, unhealed, and unattended, they wreak havoc on our emotional stability. They wreak havoc on our responses. They wreak havoc inside of our minds, our hearts, and our souls. And so somebody here is having a difficult time. Now, just because you're watching this doesn't mean that it's you. It could be somebody in your experience. And so let's see, how is this unfolding? I have my handmade oracle cards here. Let's see what wants to come out. What's happening in this experience of Capricorn energy, please? We have angels in the house on your side of the table. I love that for you. So you need to know that you're protected. Okay, it's like when you hear that creaking of the house settling at night, that noise, it's not just the house settling, it is also the energy of the angels watching the four corners of the house, so that's a beautiful thing. You're protected. You don't have anything to worry about. I heard rest easy. Okay, we have the NF logo over here. Somebody here, you're going into entrepreneurship, or there's a person who is an entrepreneur involved in this. Okay, we have tell me something good here. And these two cards came out face down. What are they? Multifaceted awareness. And I'm not explaining to you. So whoever you're dealing with, the one watching, I feel like just keep minding your business, baby. Body language, okay? So just keep minding your business. Like, I feel like somebody could totally be trying to throw you off your game, get under your skin or something like that. But I feel like it's a fruitless effort. I see that they can't bother you. They can't upset you. I with the multifaceted awareness, like, you have an understanding that everybody is not on the same page. And I'm hearing with the multifaceted awareness as well that you can see beyond the scope of what this person can see in their own experience. So there could be somebody here who is unaware. Like I said, you have somebody in your experience who is stuck in their shadow. They refuse to address their shadow. So the shadow is running muck in their life. It's running them around, running them crazy, making them feel crazy inside. And you have multifaceted awareness about the situation with this person, but you also have awareness, like, I can't explain it to you. They're not going to hear you right anyways, even if you try. You're protected from any negativity. This person will try to protect project. Okay, any negativity this person would try to project towards you, or protect their negativity in your energy. So there's something here about this person being ultra defensive, arguing for their limitations. And I feel like you're just looking for this person to tell you something good instead of a bunch of negativity. Like, do you have anything good to say? Is the way the energy looks like. This person hasn't realized that they are the common denominator for the experience that they're having. They have cast a lot of blame. They project outside childhood, yeah, to their childhood. Uh, a separation that happened during their childhood. Yes, this all has to do with the past. What's up, Interstellar? Yeah, this all has to do with the past energies. This person is holding on to some stuff from their past, from their childhood. There was some sort of division that had happened, and they use that as their crutch, as the devil in their life now. They use that as the reason now. Yeah. And they have no faith. They have no faith because their foundational home and family life was always skewed because there was some sort of separation. So their parents could have got divorced. Their parents could have left them. They could have been abandoned by the family. Okay, but you're a new person in their life. I feel like you're a new person in their life, and this is different energy for you. You're sitting up here waiting for them to tell you something good. What is this? We have uncertain. You're not sure if this person is going to ever understand the things about themselves that you can see about them. It's like, as this person is reliving their childhood traumas and pains and abandonment issues and codependency issues and all that stuff, you are very aware of that. Like, you can see it plain as day. They don't have awareness of it yet. There's a uniting here in reverse saying this isn't coming together too well. You get together with this person, and even though you're physically in the same space, it's like spiritually you're not. So you can't ever get that close, because at the end of the day, your spirit starts I heard your light starts to irritate their demons. Your spirit starts to rub them the wrong way. So this person could find themselves getting irritated and annoyed with you as you're just being yourself. But again, you have understanding of why. And this is giving me the energy of an experience. Like, let's say you are somebody whose parents abandoned you, and you grew up with your grandparents, and they never really gave you the right attention that you needed. They didn't deal with you in a way to help you understand the world around you or give you emotional intelligence or maturity. And so now, you act out. You act very entitled. You act very angry. There's a bunch of unaddressed anger inside of you, and you bring it to the people closest to you. And then here you have somebody who is now in a close experience with you, and this person has awareness. And so that's what this person is dealing with. You are, whoever's the one watching, you're the one that has a deeper level of awareness about this person and their pain. They don't even get it. They're stuck in a very irritated energy. This person is very irritated. This person feels like they don't know how to do things any other way. This is somebody who could always be looking at the negative side of things, a negative Nelly, sad Sally, yeah, Debbie Downer, and all the rest. And so it's like you have a lot of things about you. Not only can you see their reasons for how they are the way they are, because this is the type of person that wears their pain like a badge of honor. So they are telling you, well, I went through this, and it's because I went through that, and it's because this one and that one did this and that to me. And so as this person wears their pain as a badge, all you're hearing is, yeah, I have unhealed childhood wounding. You're hearing, I have unaddressed and unhealed childhood wounding. You're hearing a bunch of negativity. You're hearing how this person is projecting their pain. You're hearing how this person is protecting their wound, like not trying to heal the wound, but no, don't touch it. It hurts. Like a kid that scratches themselves, they get hurt and they don't want nobody to touch it. They don't want you to sanitize it, clean it out, rinse it out. They definitely don't want you to put no medication on it. They don't want you to touch it because it hurts, right? Well, this is a grown-ass person right here, and the wound is not physical like what a child's wound would have been. This wound is emotional. They have emotional wounding. So anytime you say or do something that triggers them, like you could not even be talking to them, but the way you're interacting with somebody else who's in the room triggers their wounding, because damn, nobody ever came and gave me a hug and kiss when I fell and boo-booed myself. Like nobody was there for me, and yet you're here for them, and you're so patient with them, but nobody was patient with me, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's a person here whose past is heavily affecting their present, and you're in the middle of this some sort of way. Let's see what's at the bottom of the tea leaf. We have the goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And I uh I'm sensing it's the spiritual growth. This person is, it's like being in your environment. I was just saying this to somebody the other day. Like, depending on your level of spiritual awareness and activity, you could catalyze people into a spiritual growth process that they're not exactly ready for, because it's like you are the cinders that ignite a flame in their life. And so I feel like the more time you spend around this person who keeps going into the dark side, who is the common denominator of the pains and the tragedies in their life, unaddressed wounding and stuff like that, like it's going to continue to catalyze them. So it's going to keep pushing them to grow, to expand. And it's like the more they contend with the universe, and what the universe or God or whatever you want to call it is showing them, that's not a good battle to fight. Like, you gotta pick and choose your battles wisely. This person is choosing to fight with the forces of the universe. There's like, heal, baby, heal, and they don't want to hear it. And because they don't want to hear it, they keep going into these shadow aspects. Fight or flight. They could be very insulting. They could be easily offended. They could be acting out all kinds of ways. So, sorrow over loss. I feel like this goes back to that childhood energy. Sorrow over loss is sitting on top of the torch, which is spiritual development and enlightenment. If these two cards don't sum up everything I already said, like this person is allowing the sorrow and the loss to sit on top of their spiritual development, instead of allowing their spiritual development to sit on top of the sorrow and loss. Like, they're sitting in sorrow and loss. They're not seeing the underneath that is an opportunity for spiritual development. The month of June could be highly significant. The name June could be highly significant. I do feel like this sorrow of loss has to do with, they have an angel around them right now. Their angel hasn't been spoken to. They haven't asked their angel for no help to heal or anything else. Like, whoever this was that they had pain about, this is an angel that's just been sitting there twiddling its thumbs, waiting for this one to get out of their sorrow long enough, or sit in your sorrow long enough. Either way it takes you, but can you like acknowledge that I'm here? And they're like not acknowledging their angel. Somebody here is not acknowledging their angel, because it's easier for them to stay in anger and pain and cause more of that. Okay, let me see what's over here. We have divine. Seek out information that will help you. It's like this vine is looking like an entanglement. It's like the pain has, oh gosh, this is an ugly thing I just got. So it's looking like an entanglement of a cancer that's grown around somebody's whole energy, you know? And it's like the information is all around them, but they're not making sense out of it. So this person has had different ones come into their life that triggers the same part of their hurt soul, so that they could have this opportunity to learn. It's like if their problem was not being loved, then they keep getting thrown love in their face and then not responding, not reacting, not allowing it. You know, if this person's thing was abandonment and codependency, they got some real true ones on their side. How do they treat them? Like crap. They step all over them, they push them away. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like as they get the answers that are meant to help them, and they're all entangled around their life, they don't know what to do with it, is what I'm getting. So what do we have here? We have the stork. No news of a new birth or a new business opportunity. Yeah, they're in that stat right on the new card. So I feel like there's new life coming into the life of this person. Maybe this new life will help them see what they haven't wanted to acknowledge. Let me see what's on top of this double energy. The beetle, good fortune. Yeah. It's like this person will open up so much positivity, so much amazing flow in their life if they will address a childhood wounding. And they're having a new, it's like the universe, spirit, their angels, ancestors, and guides is taking a new approach with them, a new approach to help them heal this. So doing something risky, taking a chance, tiger, okay, energy here on the table, whatever tiger significance, okay. That this person could, I'm hearing lash out, you know, this person could lash out, but there's something here that's going to make them address their fears, and what it has to do with this new energy that's here. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. I see that one of the reasons that this reading is coming out for you is because this experience happening in your environment is a not only a huge confirmation, but it's like it's allowing you to work as well from another level. It's like, do the work spiritually. When their ears can't hear you, speak to their spirit. So I feel like you're a major key player in this person's life. They may not know that, and that's okay. I see like you do the work with this person on a spiritual level because you know that their consciousness doesn't want to accept their truth, but you speak to their spirit. And I see that that's part of what's helping in this experience. Another thing is memories. Okay, memories of the past. The elephant, I can never get over this with an elephant. Anytime an elephant comes out in a experience, a spiritual experience, a real life experience, a reading, or anything else, I remember what I learned about elephants. It's like, because as little tiny baby elephants, they were tied by their ankle to a peg stuck in the ground, and they couldn't pull it and they couldn't move. They learned that as babies, that they couldn't move. And so when they turn into a 1-ton creature who could, with the flick of the wrist, pull that whole peg out of the ground and knock over a whole building if they chose to, they have the power to do that. But circus trained elephants don't tend to do that because they still remember not being able to pull the peg out when they were babies, and they just give up trying. So there's this energy here of this person is going to have to try again something that they gave up trying a long time ago. Yeah. And this could, what they could be trying again that they haven't since childhood, is to be good, do good, and feel good. Like, because they're very angry energy is what I'm seeing. So let's see what else we have from the mini Mother Peace Round Tarot deck. What's in the energy? I didn't even pull the big ones out. I'm Jay. Okay. Let's see. At the bottom, we have the bonus card. And what's the bonus is the Fool. And usually the Fool is about taking a risk and putting yourself out there to go for it. That could totally be because that's the energy with that tiger, like taking a risk to address the unaddressed childhood wounding and stuff like that. But I feel more like this person has a lot of abandonment wounds. Like I feel like somebody died on them. Yeah. Over here on June, 5 of Swords with the Judge or Temperance in reverse, the Lovers upright, and the Shaman of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I feel like somebody here, there could have been a Sagittarius person that made a choice that was coming from a hurt place and they left. Okay, they could have done, they could have inflicted some self-harm that turned out to be permanent. Yeah. This person feels like whoever we're talking about that's holding this childhood pain, there's a lot of places where they feel like, why did you do this to me? This person is constantly in a they take it extremely personal. Like, they're not even thinking about the fact, like, the person had their own fucking issues. They literally were not thinking about you when they did what they did. They were doing what they thought they had to do for themselves. And then we have this person here who is sitting here saying, why did they do this to me? Like, they should have stayed for me. Like, this person is this is part of their shadow aspect, part of their ego that's unhealed and unaddressed, and it's not been nurtured healthily. And so, this person is like, why did you do this to me? They just they go into victimization mode about it. Yeah. And so this person with the Daughter of Cups here in reverse, it's like they don't even see this opportunity coming. For some, this opportunity is coming because there's a new baby coming into their life, and they're going to have a chance on how they want to do it. How do they want to treat this child? Do they want to repeat what was done to them? Yeah. Empress and Queen of Dis energy here. Queen of Pentacles energy. And this is also saying that there's somebody here with an example of a healthy, providing a healthy childhood experience to their children. And it's like this person hasn't seen anything like that before. This is mind-boggling to this person that people actually could be that way, that this close to them, because they don't know that. Like, they haven't had that. And it's making them, again, this experience, because it's actually existing in their life, is triggering their past emotions related to their past. Yeah, with the Moon. 4 of Swords, they keep thinking about it. They keep thinking about the past. They keep thinking about their emotions that they've carried about this death that happened so long ago. And how could you freaking leave me? And then we have this Priestess of Dis here. And I feel like that's your energy, Capricorn. I feel like, Capricorn, you're the one that's showing this person what a mother is. You're the one that's showing this person what it means to be nurturing. And I feel like you give them that to observe, because this person hasn't seen something like that before. Again, it's addressing their own childhood wounds. So their own mother could have abandoned them, could have died, could have just left them with the grandparents or something like that, or left it with the dad and left, or just been a completely verbally aggressive and assaulting person, because you have this King of Swords in reverse. And when I look at it, all I see is a verbal aggression. I see verbal abuse. I see a failure. It's unhealthy communication. And so somebody here is protected. If their mother is the one that died with that death card right here, their mother is their angel. When they go into the spirit realm, there's no carrying human characteristics and traits anymore. They remember what they did, but they come into the divine consciousness in its wholeness, maintaining the memories of what they did, but they become that which the divine is, and therefore they see everything from the divine perspective, what they did, what the other did, and what they were the catalyst of on earth. So yeah, there's something here about this person. They could have, somebody here abandoned their child because they went to another lover and their lover was abusive. Somebody here, wow, that's ugly. Somebody here was there's a person who was killed by their lover. I just got that. Like they had an abusive lover, physically abusive, and the parent was killed by the other lover. And that's why this person has a lot of pain, anger. How could you let this happen to me? Why did you do this to me? But they're not looking at how they are perpetuating this energy in their life by staying in their shadow side and not ever choosing to heal. Like they don't want to heal, because as soon as they get a loving healing opportunity to experience, it's like they don't want it. They keep saying no to the spiritual growth. This person could just not believe in therapy, not believe in spirituality, not believe in God, because we did have the faith in reverse. And so at this point, I'm like, so what do you do about all that? Like, what's a tribe supposed to do? Remember to speak to their spirit, and remember that it's difficult for old dogs to learn new tricks. I heard, but it's possible. And if you speak to their spirit, all you can do is speak to their spirit. At the end of the day, don't take responsibility, because you're not responsible for making changes. Yes, you can speak to their spirit. Yes, you could be that positive experience for them to observe. But at the end of the day, it will still remain their choice if they accept it or not. So this is what I have for you this time, Capricorn. I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.